to create a line here. So let me hit B for bevel. However, I do like the multi-shift better. Anyway, let's use the bevel. N for numeric. So let's try 10 millimeters on both inset and shift. Something like that. That creates a nice line. Maybe 15, a little bit more. 15. Something like so. Alright, so that creates a nice line, which makes the bumper a little bit more defined. But we probably went too high on this, so let me select the top. Now if you use the shift key and click the closing bracket, it will select the next polygons that are attached to the ones you selected. That way we can go down here, T for move, and shrink it down a little bit, like so. It was a bit too big. Alright, sorry about that sound. Okay, that's a bumper we want, and we need something. Let me select it a bit and move it inward somewhat. It's too outward too much. Okay, so let's go back to create tab, a box. I want another box here as the bumper holder. So let me do that. I'm actually better off creating it on this side because that's the mirror side. It's the non-mirror side, this side I'm creating it on. So let me put it right in front of let me enlarge this so you see what I'm going for. Yeah, something like that, and I'll hit enter. So what I want is to round this corner and that corner down there. So in order to do that, let me go to the right side view, go to point selection mode, click, let's go back to multiply tab, hit rounder, N for numeric. Obviously the number is too big, so we need something smaller here. The inset distance, something like 20 will do just fine. Hit enter twice, deselect, click the next one, rounder, N for numeric, twice, enter. Alright, so we've done that, and then we can also add more lines here by beveling the sides of the same one. So let me click both sides, sorry, the left and the right, and hit B for bevel, N for numeric, and we get 15, but I think we need just something like 10 millimeter here. Not too much. Alrighty. That looks much nicer, well-defined parts. Now we just need to select this and shift V. Make sure you hit the closing bracket to select all. Shift V, N for numeric, X-axis, enter. Alright, so we've made that copy. So let me select all this and the bumper included. Close bracket for select all. Now we want to take this to the back. Shift V for mirror, N for numeric, mirror in the Z axis. So let's move it a little bit back until it gets to where we actually want it to be. Something like that, almost. Oh, click. Oh, too much. A bit more. Make sure merge points is deselected and hit enter. Okay, so we have a car. Looking nice. Only thing remaining is the side mirrors and the grille. So let's start with the grille. Let's go to the front. This is pretty easy to do. Create tab, box. Let's create a box over here. Click and drag. Make sure it's in the front and not somewhere in the middle of the car. So let's move that to where it's supposed to be. Make sure it lines up. Move it backward, something like that. But like that, we can barely see that thing. So we need to bevel it a bit. So B, N for numeric, and it will use the previous settings, which look, I think, not so bad. No, actually they're bad. Let's use 5mm and 5mm. That looks much better. Hit enter. Now select all to select that whole thing, and Control C, Control V, copy and paste, T for move, and let's move that to the next. Now let's select both of them, select all, Control C, Control V, T for move, and we move slightly, copy, paste, and let's move again, something like that. Alright, now I want to select all these and make sure they are all on one side. Now, since we're in symmetry mode, if I try to move, look what happens. So we have to turn symmetry mode a little bit off for now and click and drag to make sure everything is on the other side. Put it back. Shift V for mirror. N for numeric. Make sure we're mirroring in the x-axis. Oh, we did something wrong. Alright, let me undo. Let me undo again. I had missed one of these. Remove symmetry mode, select all. T for move. Move a bit. Shift V. N for numeric. Make sure it's on the x-axis. Enter. Put back symmetry mode. So now we have a grill. So the next thing is the the mirrors. So mirrors, easy peasy. Go to create box. Let's go in this back view, click and drag to create a box. Make sure it's in the right space. Click and drag it. You want it right in front of the mirror, the main mirror, sorry. Hit enter. Now I want it rounded a little bit, so let's go to point mode. Click there and click there on the adjust or opposite. I don't know if it's opposite or yeah, I think opposite. Hit rounder. N for numeric. I think 20mm does it just fine. Enter twice. Let's do that for the other opposites. Rounder. N for numeric. Enter twice. Okay, so that's what we get now. That mirror looking thing, but we need to bevel it a bit on this side. So select that, hit B, N for numeric. It's got 5mm, which doesn't look that bad at all. Let's try 10mm though, see how it works. Yeah, I think 10 will do this time. Hit enter twice. Oh, sorry, if you get lost where your object is, just hit A to center the object. Alright, my PC is acting up because of the capture software. Anyway, let's put another box to hold the mirror, because the mirror can just be floating up there. So click again, click and drag. Let's go to the same level here, click and drag. So this time the box is down here, and then let's hit enter. So this is going to be a black thing. I don't really think we need to bevel it or anything. So let me hit Y for rotate. Click, and if you use control key, it moves in specific numbers. Maybe 145 degrees, that would be easier. So let me drag it with a T to something like that. Okay, and maybe we did need a bevel. Everything just looks nice on the bevel. B for bevel, N for numeric, and enter. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so let me select these two that I've created. Select all using the close bracket. Shift V for mirror. N for numeric, make sure it's in the x-axis, enter. Enter again to remove the control, and we have a car. Isn't that awesome? So the only thing remaining though, well, that was the last thing remaining, is the plate. We still need to create the number plate. Okay, so the number plate kind of looks like these